We're here at the Culinary Institute of America at Greystone in St. Helena, California, and I want to spend a little bit of time telling you about some really interesting new sauces. Now, everybody is struggling right now to put ethnic food on their menu and differentiate themselves from everybody else out there. But the learning curve is pretty steep. Now, you're all familiar with the soy, you're familiar with the teriyaki glaze, but what you might not be familiar with is ponzu sauce, Thai curry, hoisin, oyster, unagi sauce. I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's take these sauces into the kitchen and get cooking. Hi there, my name is Bill Briwa. I'm a chef instructor at the Greystone campus of the Culinary Institute of America, and today I'd like to show you another use for Kikkoman's oyster sauce. Now, you've probably had a lot of Asian food that uses oyster sauce to bring savory flavor to dishes like chicken or beef stir fries. But today, what I'd like to do is take this oyster sauce, which is nothing more than oyster liquor that's reduced down until it has a wonderful savory flavor, and add it actually to a cold sauce. I'm going to add it to a mayonnaise, and what I'd like to do is put together something that I'm going to call Crabcakes Rockefeller. So I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of this Kikkoman oyster sauce to about a cup of mayonnaise. What this is going to do is provide just an incredible depth of flavor, savory flavor. Imagine the flavor of oysters added to mayonnaise. Now, you could also take this oyster sauce and add it to cocktail sauce for a seafood cocktail. Or let's say you were stuffing a turkey at Thanksgiving with sausage and with oysters. Take the oysters out and use a little bit of oyster sauce in there. So first we'll stir this together. Next, because this is going to ultimately be the dressing on a salad, it needs to be a little bit thinner. So here's the juice of half a lemon, and here the juice of an orange. Again, I'm going to stir these together. Oysters Rockefeller for me is really all about spinach and Pernod. And I'm not going to put spinach in here, I'm just going to use a spinach salad. But the Pernod, I think, is an important consideration. So in goes about 1.5 tablespoons of Pernod. And then finally, just because I'm looking for a little bit more complexity and interest to stand up to the big flavors of that oyster sauce, here's some whole grain mustard, some chopped capers, minced shallots, tarragon, and parsley. So, the first step of our Crabcakes Rockefeller is in the can. There it is right there, that dressing. Okay, we're just about ready to finish this dish. I've got some crab cakes here that are absolutely delicious. I'm going to take them out of the pan and just blot off some of the excess fat. And let me show you what my Crabcakes Rockefeller really looks like. Here is a salad. It's mostly spinach, although I threw a little bit of celery leaf and red cabbage and frisee in there just for some visual interest. And I'm going to take this dressing and I'm going to dress these greens. Something with as much savory flavor of this Kikkoman oyster sauce really needs a green that's got some flavor to it to stand up to the intensity of the sauce. So I think the spinach is really a nice choice. Likewise, the celery leaves. Now I'm going to make a little nest right in the middle of this salad, because that's where my crab cake is going to sit. And then, right on top of the crab cake, I want to put a little citrus salad. This is supremes of orange and lemon and lime. I lean a little bit heavier on the orange, but don't be scared off by lemon and lime. There's so much richness and so much flavor in this dish that I think ultimately you'll really like the way it tastes. Finally, just some chives, and a little pepper. And what you're looking at there is my version of Crabcakes Rockefeller with Kikkoman oyster sauce.